So this is episode 12 of What's Selling.
Hi, it's Lori from Dakota Relics. Come join me as I travel around the area, searching for treasures that I can buy and then flip for a profit. You'll never know what I find unless you follow me. Come on, let's get shopping.
This weekend, I was up in North Dakota visiting my daughter, bringing Sasha back. We no longer have the big dog around the house, and it is a lot quieter. It was a good trip. I got to see my grandkids, which is always fun. And then, of course, I did some thrifting. I think North Dakota has some great thrift stores. So on Monday, I was driving home. I was thrifting all the way. So the first item that sold, I bought these wine glasses at a garage sale, I think back in August. They cost me $2 for 6 of them. I'll probably kill the name of them. Cristalleria Fratelli Fume wine glasses. They were hand blown. Like I said, bought them for $2, sold them for $75, and made $12.86 in shipping, and made a profit of $60.14. This set of petalware dishes, I believe there were 6 like saucers and then a larger serving plate. I bought these at an antique store in Rock Valley, Iowa that was going out of business. I only paid $7 for them. She was having a massive sale. I sold them for $65. They did take $12.71 in shipping, so I made a profit of $45.29. These are from the Depression era, from the 1930s. The Avon Christmas tree appetizer and salt and pepper shakers. So this Christmas tree had holes all over it that you would put toothpicks and hors d'oeuvres in. Made in the 1970s, like I said, by Avon. I picked this up for $2 at a thrift store. It was still in the original box. Sold it for $45. Shipping was $9.59. So a profit of $33.41. I loved these teeth. I kind of even remember them back in my childhood. Not that I had them, but I think maybe a friend's family had them. The Yakety Yak teeth I picked up down in Nebraska. When we had my daughter and I had our garage sale, I had run into town and went to a few others. I picked these up for $5. They still had the original key in the original box. Sold them for $50 with $4.06 shipping, so a profit of $40.94. This Roadrunner bowl is made by, I think it's Korak. It's definitely 1950s, 1960s. It was a brand that was very popular. So mid-century modern. It was like a 9 or 8-inch bowl, I believe, with a Roadrunner inside of it. Picked it up at $3.50 at an estate sale. Sold it for $25. Shipping was $9.94. I just didn't have the proper box, so I had to go a little larger. That's why shipping cost me more. Profit, $11.56. These are bone plates. I don't really know if they're even used anymore, but you would set them on the side of your dinner plate. And if you were having fish or chicken, the guests would place the bones in these plates. They were Haviland, and they are in the Ronson pattern, which is a very popular Haviland pattern. I actually got these free. My sister picked them up in a free box someplace and gave them to me. I sold them for $45 and shipping $9.94, and so a profit of $35.06. These Debbie Mum or Deb Mum haunted house plates. I picked them up for $2.50 up in North Dakota at one of the thrift stores I go to up there. I didn't think they didn't sell at Halloween time, so I didn't, I just thought, well, they'll sell next Halloween possibly. But they sold after Halloween for $45. And shipping was expensive because they were heavy plates, $13.17, but I still made a profit of $29.33. I really like this little uranium glass basket. It stood about 6.5 inches tall. I picked it up at a thrift store, I believe in Wisconsin. I paid $5 for it. It sold for $42. Shipping was only $5.89, so a profit of $31.11. All right, these Thanksgiving dies can be very popular. I happened to pick these up at the Goodwill outlet bins. They're Bob Pettis, which, unbeknownst to me when I did my research, is kind of one of the more desirable designs of the die cuts. So I think there were 5 of these. I'm going to say I paid 75 cents because, you pay by the pound and paper isn't going to weigh much. I sold them for $42 and shipping was only $3.88. So I made a profit of $37.37. So these Sirocco Scholar or Accounting bookends, I picked up at a garage sale for $3. They're older. I mean, I would say 1930s. Sold them for $35. Shipping was $8.15 and a profit of $23.85. It was really funny, the address they were being shipped to. You could tell that they were going to be kind of like a gag gift. It was marked as a gift, but I don't remember the exact address, but it was something about, I'm just going to make up a name, McGillicuddy's accounting firm, so I think it was probably sent as a gag gift. You will probably remember this gum wrapper chain. I got this, actually in Minnesota. We were traveling home from Wisconsin and we saw an estate sale sign and stopped in at this estate sale. Everything was half off that day. And I picked this up for $1.50. It was huge. It was over 2,000 inches of gum wrapper chain. So I listed it and sold it for $72. It actually weighed quite a bit. I had to ship it in a 12 by 12 by 12 box. That's how big the ball was by the time I got done wrapping it all up. So shipping was $10.51. So a profit of $59.99. Oh, these coastal, I'm going to call them coastal because they certainly look like it would go into like a beach house or something. They were napkin rings, and each one had a different sea animal on it, like a seahorse, a turtle. The circle was wrapped in rattan, and they were really nice. I picked them up, 4 of them for $1 and sold them for $35 with $4.28 shipping. So a profit of $29.72. These Pilgrim Nutcrackers, I just picked these up. We had a girlfriend's thrifting day, and I picked these up in Sheldon, Iowa. I believe this video will be coming out this weekend. They were nutcrackers, and it was Mr. and Mrs. Pilgrim with a daughter Pilgrim. I paid $4 a piece for these, so $12. And they sold for $105 with $21.51 shipping. So a profit of $71.49. So did I meet my goal this week? If you haven't watched before, my goal is to have $500 in profit every week. And I did, but just barely. I made $509.26. So I'm going to be listing Christmas for days on end here. I have a lot of Christmas that I've recently picked up, some really interesting pieces. So go to my Etsy shop and take a look. I found some great items on my sourcing trips. So yeah, that kind of wraps it up, and we'll see you this weekend while I take you on a thrifting trip with my two friends through Iowa. See you then.